Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is MSG Fashion World. So in today's video I'll be taking you guys on how I made this beautiful two-piece. So if this is the content you're interested in watching, please keep watching and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my channel for more amazing video like this. So to get started, here we have a 4 yards fabric for this style. That's because the fabric is actually pattern fabric and we're actually going to be following the pattern just to get the beauty of the style. So if you want to do it by yourself, you could decide to use 3.5. That's depending on the body measurement of the person. So to get started with this, we followed the pattern so that the beauty can actually come out so well. So we start by making the upper part of the two-piece, which is the top itself. So to get started, we measured the shoulder. The shoulder part is actually 15, so we actually measured 15, and because this is a cut together sleeve, so we actually need the 3/4, which is 16 inches for the sleeve itself. So after measuring the 15 inches divided by 2, we have 7.5 for the shoulder, adding 16 inches. Then before then we measure the full length. So the full length that we need is actually 30 inches at the upper part. Then from there we measured the shoulder part and we cut out this pattern like this because we actually want to cut both the back and the front pattern together. After cutting it out together, which we are doing like this, so cutting the front part of the dress like this, we are going to be placing the front pattern that we cut out on this part, because this is not having a zipper, or we are not adding any zipper allowance for the back. We're actually cutting the same length and the same breadth of it, so we don't need to add any zipper allowance to it. So after cutting this, we make sure that we cut out the same and we cut out the down part, which is not aligned with the front part. So after making this after cutting out this pattern, we start by measuring the shoulder of 17 inches, 15 inches divided by 2, which is 7.5. Then we'll go down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope, and then measure the neckline, which is 3 inches by 3 inches for the front line, then 3 inches by 1.5 inches for the back line. So we cut out the neckline. At first we cut out the back neckline, then cut out the shoulder slope. Then for the front neckline, we cut out we cut out one part of the pattern for the front line. So we'll go down on the front line by 3 inches. That is for the opening at the front. That is what we are doing at this point. So after making sure we've done this, we actually set this fabric or this material to be lined so well. Then on the sleeve part, we measure 9 inches on the sleeve part, then move ahead to measure the shoulder to bust line, to under bust, to half length and to the full length. So mind you, when you're making this, we're actually using the hip measurement to cut out the whole body measurement on this part. So the hip measurement is 45 divided by 4. We added 4 inches for the allowance, so we actually use that to do the to input on the bust line. Then on the sleeve part, we measure 9 inches for the sleeve part. After measuring, then we curve down how it is looking. We curve down the arm that we want, and this is what it gives to us. So this is the facing that we need to measure for the front line. So we'll cut out the pieces that we cut out from the other side of the material. So we use it to cut out the facing for the front line or for the front pattern. So this is what we have at the front pattern. We're actually cutting 2.5 inches for the front leg. Please do not mind the noise. I'm sorry for the noise because they're actually repairing some stuff in my house. So we place it on this part like this, 2.5 inches. That is what we need for the facing. We don't really need it. I really do not like my facing to be too big so that it will look so perfect. And then we measure the line, which is a midpoint at the neckline of the front. That is the line we cut out, the 3 inches opening that we cut out for the front. And this is what we have. So after making this, we move to the facing of the back, and we do the same thing. The same 2.5 inches we have for the front is the same 2.5 inches we are going to be using for the back, just for a very neat and a firm clothes, or a very neat and presentable dress. This actually gives your work makes your work look neater. And so to get all this point, there's actually something that I need to tell you guys about this fashion thing. So some persons think that my pain point that I've realized that is making most fashion designer to tag themselves as not being a good one is that you're not consistent. You don't prioritize your work as a fashion designer, because what makes you different from other fashion designers, we also, but what makes us different from other fashion designers? So let me know what makes you different from other fashion designers in the comment section. But I will tell you that, in Nigeria now, most people we have a lot of fashion designers. So I feel like, what are your pain points? What are the things that are making you different from other persons? What makes you stand out? Is it your work? Is it the way you deliver your work that makes you different from any other fashion designer? Let me know in the comment section. But I will tell you that I will tell you what has made me different from other fashion designers in my streets or in my locality. That's because I deliver when I'm supposed to, without the client even calling on me for delivery. I deliver when it's necessary, when I'm supposed. The only time I don't get to deliver is that I have something, maybe something came up, maybe we have light issue, I'm not able. I'll communicate all those things to my clients just to keep your work going and for your client to trust you. Sure you get. So let's move ahead to how we made the down part of the trouser. So if you want to understand how to draft a palazzo trouser like a pro, click on this link to watch the full video on a detailed video on how to make a palazzo trouser like a pro. So moving ahead, we measured that measurement for the front, we notched it, and then we moved to the pocket side where we measured 1 inch downward. We notched that part. Then from that 1 inch we measured 7 inches. So that indicates where you'll be fixing your pocket. So we are now going to be placing the front pattern that we cut out on the other fabric just to cut out the back pattern, and that is what we have here. So for the back pattern, to get a proper back pattern, so as I told you earlier that when making this for my clients here, because we are actually making this palazzo on the fabric itself, we didn't use any pattern paper, so the hip region is 45, so we used 48 divided by 4. That is what we used on this part. It's 4 pieces of fabric. That's what we cut, which is the 2 front line and the 2 back line. So when doing this, after then we minus 2 inches on the, like, we went backward by 2 inches on the back region. Then we measured our waistline, which is that 48 divided by 4. Whatever we have is what we impute here, and added 2 inches on the crotch region. Then on the knee length and the full length, we added 1.5 inches because the crotch region is always bigger and longer than the other side of this pattern. So if you have found any value in this video, please don't hesitate to give me a like by commenting, liking, and subscribing to my channel. This means a lot to me. So guys, after cutting out all this pattern, we actually brought out and we made the waist, which is the band for the trouser. And to cut out the band for the trouser, we measured the 48 inches for the band, which is 48 inches. That's what we have in total. So after making all this is what we have. You can see how sweet and elegant it's looking. So let me know if you're going to be making this. So please don't forget to like, comment, and follow me for more amazing videos. Bye.